What's up, guys? I'm Josh Mosiman, and welcome to This Week in MXA, episode number 204. We are at beautiful Lake Havasu City, Arizona. I got the YZ450F all decked out to go off-road racing this weekend in the sand and the rocks here in Lake Havasu. When it comes to an hour and a half of off-road racing, I want to make the bike as comfortable as I can, but I also don't want to sacrifice any performance because the track is going to be pretty fast and wide open, more motocross style here at Lake Havasu. Fast Company's Flex Bars, I've been racing with these the last 2 weekends in a row. Like them on the motocross track, and I think they're going to serve me well here at Lake Havasu. For extra grip on the bike, I got some steg pegs on here. I love grip. We got the Guts Racing RJ wing seat cover, and to make this thing look sick and stand out, we got some Acerbis gray plastic. So we did blue on the front end, Acerbis gray on the back to match the Guts Racing seat. Also, Decal Works made it look trick with the blue and gray, mix it into the bike. Also, IMS tank, I love how it fits underneath here and doesn't go up and out and really makes it nice and compact for adding fuel on the Yamaha. Of course, we got the Dunlop MX-14 scoop tire on the rear. This thing looks mean. I'm stoked on that. And also Nitro Moose tubes front and rear, ensuring I don't get a flat and can go strong for the whole 90 minutes. Inside the engine, it's a stock engine, but we have a Vortex tuned ECU by Jamie Ellis to lengthen first and second gear. I love second gear on the Yamaha 450 already. That's why I chose to ride the regular 450 instead of the FX, because I prefer the gearbox on this bike. Also, Pro Circuit exhaust on here. I like how that kind of smoothens out the power and lengthens it as well. Acerbis skid plate, Acerbis front brake rotor guard. Also Fast Company's rear brake return spring and rear brake clevis. And we got some Scar Racing titanium foot pegs to help me grip onto this bike. So this bike's all about comfort and also durability, thanks to TM Design Works doing the rear brake rotor guard and also the chain guide and slide. And of course, one of the most important pieces when you're going off-road racing is the suspension. AHM suspension did up the KYB setup, giving me more of a hybrid motocross off-road setting for Lake Havasu. So motocross is cool, racing is cool, but there's nothing better than doing it with your friends. MXA Wrecking Crew, we showed up in full force. And I'm excited that I convinced everyone to come have some fun in the sand whoops and make everyone suffer a little bit. Let's put some hair on our chest. All right, Shawn Bushnell here. We're on the line. You got a brand new KTM 450 XCF.
It's really good. It's been a lot of fun getting used to the bike, stiffening the clickers a little bit. It feels good. It's just slightly cushy, and yeah, I like it. I like it so far. I need to get used to the track better than the bike.
You only did 2 laps of practice, so what's the track like?
2 laps, and the track is confusing. That's how it is. It's really snaky, lots and lots of corners, so it'll be fun, and this race I'll use to get a little more practice.
Nice. All right, back to you, Josh. All right, we got MXA's Dennis Stapleton.
I was a little lost. The sun was in my face, and there's lots of turns here. I haven't rode an off-road race other than SRA in a long time, and those are really fast and really straight. So I think the first few laps of this is just trying to manage not blowing off the track or falling over by a dumb mistake, and then trying to ride the last half of the race strong.
Back to you, Josh. All right, Josh Fout, MXA's not KTM, Kawasaki KX450X. You want some water?
Oh, sorry.
How was it?
It's good. A little rockier than I remember, tighter than I remember, but still, we're all on the same course, so it's gonna be good.
All right, kick some butt. Back to you, Josh. So I'm running the MX Champ USA wheels this weekend, $800 front and rear for a complete wheel set. That means spokes, hubs, rims, all assembled, all ready to go. Pretty sick. I dig the blue on blue hub with blue rim, black spoke action. They held up strong for me at the Nationals, racing Hangtown and Paula on them. Now let's see how they do in not 2 hours, an hour and a half of sand whoops here at Havasu. All right, Cameron Purcynzski has been my trainer for the last 3 months, going all in on this weekend's race. The Lake Havasu is the gnarliest round of off-road that I've ever done. It's not saying much because I haven't done too many rounds, but it's gonna be a gnarly one today. Sand whoops, lots of rocks. Cameron's been training me full time, but your program is more than just like telling me to do workouts. How's it been getting ready for this race?
I mean, obviously when we got ready for the Paula National, I think we had 2 weeks.
Yep.
Not a lot of time. However, you know, 12 to 16 weeks or whatever it's been, we've had the ability to do quite a bit. The truth of the matter is motocross continues to elevate as a sport. And in doing so, it's no longer enough to just be fit, to just be fast. We have to take into consideration all areas which we can train. That's your mind, your body, and your craft, which is racing the motorcycle. And we've done exactly that. So we're gonna find out today how effective it's been. But really proud of Josh, the effort he's put in. And honestly, you've managed this training protocol with really a more than full-time job responsibilities as, you know, as a husband doing all that. And how has that been? Has it been manageable?
Yeah, so this is a little bit different. When I was racing full time, I literally dedicated my life to training, riding, eat, sleep, breathe motocross. Now working for Motocross Action, we're testing bikes, we're doing shootouts. We were in Alabama last week, we're gonna be in Atlanta this week. So we're like super busy doing lots of things, but Cameron's tailored a program for me, fitting in workouts early in the morning before a day of riding or training or working, typing on the computer. A lot of those days are just sitting on my butt typing. So I'm excited to see how it's paid off. Also excited to announce that he is now writing an article in Motocross Action magazine. It's called the Gainslinger Protocol. And so he's already offering lots of cool stuff in there. If you're not subscribed to the magazine, check it out. But let's see how this training paid off. Hour and 30 minutes coming up next. Josh Fout knows me better than most people. He's heard me say I'm tired more than once.
Say what?
And you just got back from Ironman GNCC racing, but how do you think this 3 months of training paid off? And there's 12 riders. They're pretty much all like top tier factory guys.
Yep.
How do you think I'm gonna slot in today?
Well, this is definitely the most training you've ever done in a long time, in a longer period.
Yeah.
So I do think it's gonna help. We'll have to see, you know. I don't want to build you up, but I don't want to beat you down either, because we know how good of a rider you are. So let's just let's get through this hour and a half.
Okay, and what about you? You're gonna be out there too?
Yeah, I'll be with you. I don't have much of a program. I just try to eat good every day, you know, enjoy a cold one after the races, and then just, you know, keep it moderate, and we'll see if I can catch you.
How's the KX450X?
It's good. It's really good. I'm happy with that. That's probably my favorite off-road platform. Just real stable. We got race cups in it, you know.
Nice.
Good stuff.
FCP race cups, raking out the front end a little bit,
Yep.
giving a little more stability on the KX450X. Let's go racing.
Let's go!
Look how strong
Action Magazine. He has legions of fans in California and Arizona. 71 of Josh Mosiman.
I gotta be patient with my start, just like I was with the
Hey, have fun. And no matter what happens, you keep fighting to the finish. It ain't over till the checker's down, okay? It's gonna be an emotional roller coaster, it's okay. Alright? Alright, love you guys.
started out pretty good. You're doing great. Hey, you're right on pace. You're as fast as the leader, so go ride a good race. You're freshman, okay? Thank you. And ain't over till it's over. Had a bit of a mechanical, front of the bike fell apart, but it's back together, and he's actually running pretty close to the lead pace. So we might get one more position before this thing's over. Well, that was gnarly. I ran really good for the first like 25-30 minutes. I was right on the leaders. Not the leaders, but the lead pack. I had like 5 good guys in front of me. And then my cap fell off up here. My gas cap. This guy fell off. And this guy fell off. So the air filter was fully exposed. So I had to cruise a little bit, pull off, grab it off the spare bike, put it back on. I lost a lot of time. And then I got going again, and then mid-moto, I had a little bit of bogging. I don't know what happened, but I had a little bit of bogging on the bike. So I think it's mostly the mechanic's fault, which is me. A little bit last minute putting the bike together. That's how it goes. And I pulled off a couple times because of the bike. So amateur mechanic. I should have asked for some help from some off-road mechanics to help me get the bike dialed in. But that's all my fault. It's all good. Fun times. Okay. Track was gnarly. Yeah, so overall, Josh, we did pretty well today. Obviously not the good end result that we wanted. Had a little bit of a mechanical issue about lap 3. Airbox just kind of had a little error and things came apart, so we had to fix that. Lost about 3 minutes, but the really cool thing was to see all the hard work Josh has put in, not only just with his fitness, but also getting the bike set up properly, getting the suspension dialed, having all the right parts to come do this. He was able to run within a second or two of the top guys for those first 3 laps. And then after we made some corrections, really we were able to see him kind of push back, get back on pace, and it was really cool to see him finish strong. I think we came within 4 seconds of getting one more position at the checkered, but overall couldn't be prouder of the guy. He worked hard. He shows, you know, that this is tough, this is for tough people, and he's one of them.
I did have fun. Track is just gnarly. It was fun. I honestly impressed myself with the start. My practice start yesterday in the practice race was terrible. I stalled it right away, and it took me like 30 seconds to get going. Today I had a really good jump. Got smashed by Giacomo Redondi in the first turn, just slammed into me. It's probably I ripped my pants. And but I was riding up there pretty good with the first couple guys. And then I was behind Austin Walton, and I literally just towed behind him for, like Cameron said, 3.5. It felt like 4 laps to me, but got a good first part of the moto in with him, and Matteo was right in front of him. Dare Di Martil was right in front of him, and so I was honestly impressed with myself just to hold pace with those guys and pace them and follow them for the first portion of the race. Then rookie mistake, IMS gave us an awesome tank. This is the tank that you need, but with the Yamaha setup here, you have this cap that comes off. And so the factory guys have it set up to where it's a push button. You don't have this Zeus fastener right here. We should have invested in some more testing and should have talked to the factory guys and like figured out a way to copy what they're doing, but we tried to do it last minute. My problem now looking back is I raced the bike at World Vet last weekend, I raced it at Paul the weekend before, and then I threw the tank on. I should have had this thing prepped up and ready weeks ago. So mechanical failure on my part. The airbox cover came off, had to pull in, and then at the same time I had that bogging. I don't know what that was, but either way, I'm thankful to have the Usui. This is kind of like my UFC belt I can wear around here, but the Usui pack worked awesome. The tagline for Usui is no dancing monkey, because normally when you throw a hydration pack on, it's flapping up and down on their back. These things work really well. I like the fanny pack style. This is a 2 liter, but the 3 liters are the backpack styles. So thanks to Usui for getting us dialed in. The whole team was running Usui this weekend. Josh Fout wore the gear, Ezra wore the gear, and also thanks to Fast Company Flex Bars. So I was a little skeptical running the Flex Bars. They have a little bit of flex in them, but there's no wiggle coming through the steering column. So you get perfect like precision when it comes to turning. It's just the up and down force that kind of absorbs some of the harsh bumps. So thankful to have that. I thought I would be running the stiff dampers, but I'm actually running the medium dampers just to get even more cushion. Thanks to those guys for helping us out. Thanks to Cameron for training me. 3 months. We really did work hard for this thing. And it's motocross, it's off-road, it's how it goes. So good times. Thank you guys for watching this video. I think it's time to go jump in the lake. These two were first timers. Tyler won his class. Ezra had fun on the YZ252 stroke.
I come from a moto background, and I always saw videos of this place, and it's beautiful. It truly is, as you can see back here. It's a beautiful spot, but this track is super humbling. It's super gnarly. A lot of square edge, a lot of like, you know, you got air time, deep sand. I mean, it's a whole beast. So, but it was super fun. Definitely had a good time with these guys as well. So it was cool.
Was it what you expected, Ezra?
It was a lot worse than I expected. Gnarly. I'm used to pro nationals and everything, but this is like a whole nother story of rough. Just rollers, rocks, water, pretty big jumps, ruts, sand ruts. It was good times though. My hands are gonna need a couple weeks to recover. I'll do it again.
All right, this week in MXA, Lake Havasu, we got dogs, we got blisters, and we got some bike problems, but we had fun. Luna's making her way back to beach. Thanks to these guys for making it a fun weekend. Been looking forward to this for about 3.5 months. Made it happen. Good times. You guys have fun?